Hello, Heritage, and welcome into this Thursday edition of the 5-Star News. Neely Bailey and Preston McDade here. Today here on the show, we're going to be talking all about the dangers of vaping and the 5 lucky girls that were able to be candidates on the homecoming court.
While our football team might be off this week, one of our very own football players is never off. Never has off days. He's making headlines nationally. Find out who he is coming up in sports. And finally, something you guys are all waiting for, our newest installment of The Bus Stop coming up in our entertainment portion of the show. All that and more coming up next on the 5-Star News.
Well, it's that time again, Heritage.
Yep, it's Thursday and time for yet another edition of the 5-Star News. That's Preston and I'm Neely, and we're set to get you all up to date on what's going on here at Heritage.
And to do that, we'll send you over to our announcement team of Alex Potoson and Robert Ricketts.
What's up, Heritage? I'm Alex Potoson, and we've got some announcements for you today. Friday, author Jeff Zettner is going to be visiting HHS. Go check it out. And also Friday at 2:30, there's going to be a Powder Puff football game. $3 admission for students. And then on Saturday, we're going to have our senior rafting trip, so don't forget. I'll hand it over to Ricketts for our 5-day weather forecast.
Thanks, Alex. Now here's your 5-day weather forecast. Today, we're going to have a high of 84, a low of 59 with a 0% chance of rain. On Friday, we're going to have a high of 84, a low of 59 with a 0% chance of rain. On Saturday, we're going to have a high of 87, a low of 60 with a 0% chance of rain. Sunday, we're going to have a high of 89, low of 62 with a 10% chance of rain. Monday, we're going to have a high of 91, a low of 64 with a 10% chance of rain. Now back to the anchors for more news.
Thanks, you two. Nice job as always. And finally, it looks like some cooler weather is headed our way, Preston.
That's music to my ears for sure. To the news now, we found out late Tuesday afternoon which girls would make up to the 2019-2020 HHS homecoming court.
Yep, the votes are in, and we have some lovely ladies to introduce to you today. Here's 5-Star reporters Cooper Terry and Kayla Cumbie and Chase Graham with a closer look at your homecoming representatives.
So we voted this week on our homecoming court, and we selected 5 girls to be our homecoming queen candidates. So basically what will happen is the week of homecoming, we are going to vote on those girls. Our girls are Mariah McCrary, Briley Shaw, Melissa Simmons, Gracie Smith, and Mackenzie Lee. Those are our 5 girls.
Hey, I'm Mackenzie Lee, and I was in a runoff for being on court, and I won, so I'm on court now. But the teacher that's walking me out is Coach Carter, and I'm just really excited to see how it all plays out, and I want to know who wins queen. Even if it's not me, I'm going to be really excited for whoever wins it.
Hi, I'm Briley Shaw, and I'm so honored to be elected as a homecoming court candidate, and I'm so honored to be able to represent the class of 2020 for 2 years now, and to be queen would mean the world to me, but if I don't get it, I'll still congratulate the other candidates on winning.
Be thinking about it over the next couple of weeks about who you want to represent our school. Whoever is chosen will represent our school in a big way. You've got some great kids on the court. You've got band represented, dance represented. Everybody's involved in a bunch of different stuff. So be thinking about all these girls. We always do a great job selecting our court, and I think that you guys have done a great job again. So make sure that you vote for Homecoming Queen. Homecoming is October 11th, so we'll be voting the week leading up to that.
All right. Hi guys, I'm Melissa, and I'm super excited and honored this year and just grateful to be a part of the homecoming court with all the lovely other candidates, and I'm super excited about whoever's going to win, and I'm just pumped about Coach Slaughter, who's going to be walking me out on the field, which is just going to be a really special moment for me and my family, and I'm just super excited.
Okay, I'm very honored to be on the homecoming court. I think it's a big thing to be able to represent your school and your class. Yeah, and I think this year is going to be pretty hard to decide who Queen's going to be, just because all the representatives we have, and good luck to everybody.
New this year is we're taking what we've done in the past for the Emperor and Empress of the Taj, and we're turning it into an Emperor contest so that we can recognize some of our senior guys, just like we do our senior girls. It'll be kind of fun and lighthearted. They won't be in a ceremony Friday night, but basically we will crown them at the pep rally, and those guys are going to win based on how much money they raise for the Catoosa Children's Fund. So just like we did for the Emperor and Empress, it's about how much money they raise. So if you want somebody to win the Emperor, then you need to bring in your loose change and your money and vote for them. We're going to have buckets set up in front of the media center the week of homecoming. Each of the guys will have a teacher representing them that will be their campaign manager and collect money for them. But your guys are Kenton Aaron, Nehemiah Antoine, Derek Gibson, Brady Hawkins, Pete Paget, Easton O'Donnell, and Maddox Rose. So be thinking about who you want to be your emperor, and the guy that you put in the most money for will win that contest as well. It should be a lot of fun.
Congratulations to all the ladies and good luck. Moving on now, Wednesday was a big day for high school journalism classes across the states of Tennessee and Georgia.
Yes, and especially very big for our school. Heritage played host to students from all across North Georgia and Southern Tennessee for a journalism conference.
Students got to learn all about the finer points to creating their high school yearbooks, designing their covers, and collaborate with experts about their school's yearbook layout.
Sounds like a pretty good field trip. 5-star news reporters Matthew Swanson and Jeffrey Miner talked to some students and teachers that attend the event to find out what they learned.
Notice how she's taking this on her phone so that she can submit it to her social media as well.
Today, we are hosting 21 schools, 255 students from across Southern Tennessee and North Georgia here at Heritage High School to talk about yearbook trends, to meet with professional graphic designers to help design covers, and to talk about how to make this year's yearbook the best yet for your school.
It really helps us to see sort of the new things that are trending and what's popular. And like earlier today, we went through a yearbook that had a lot of good things about it, so it gave us some ideas of things that we could use and things that we like.
You're kind of seeing what everyone else is doing, and you can bounce ideas off of that, and they bounce ideas off of you.
This year we just learned, so far we've learned about the themes and like what all we should do to get people excited about the yearbook. And
Seemed like all the schools enjoyed the visit.
On to some serious news now, and by now most of you students know about some of the dangers of vaping.
Well, we should know, but for some people, vaping is certainly a hard habit to break.
Sure is, so we here at the show wanted to find out more about some of the dangers of vaping.
5-star news reporters Isaiah Lewis and Morgan Trotter talked to a local doctor and other school officials about the risks students take every day when they use vapes.
Hi, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about vaping today. I'm a pharmacist, and I want to let you know what we know and what we don't know, mostly what we don't know about the current epidemic as it relates to the vaping deaths. What we do know is that it's not one device or one chemical. We do know that there are devices out there that have cancer-causing agents called carcinogens. We do know that there are heavy metals that come off of the vape devices that you're putting into your lungs. Plus, you don't know what's in the vaping juice, and the vaping juice could have any number of contaminants depending on where it's made. It could be made in someone's basement for all you know.
Hey Heritage, this is Dr. Scott here. Just want to talk a little bit about vaping and the things going on. The United States reported its 6th death due to vaping last week. And I think as research comes available and we're finding out more and more about the harms of it, what was once thought to be a cure for smoking has now created more problems than we even knew to begin with. We're just now in the infancy stage of learning about vapes, and I think as more and more research comes out, we're going to discover that it's more harm than good. It's becoming an epidemic, and I'm afraid in the next 20 years we're going to look back at this time and realize what a mistake it was. So I encourage you, implore you, do not vape.
So why now? Why are we just now seeing the effects of vaping? Vaping's been around for quite some time. There's a couple of things that that contribute to that. One is there does appear to be something that has changed, something in the chemicals that are in the vape or something in the devices that are being used for the vape. There are a lot of off-market devices that may or may not be contributing to the problem. But the other thing is that we feel like this has been happening for some time, and we're just now linking it to vaping, because a lot of the people who have been affected have been young people. They've been teenagers, and many times when they go to the hospital with severe respiratory symptoms, unable to breathe properly, they don't want to admit in front of their parents that they've been vaping.
You know, personally, I don't really think vaping is it's obviously not a good thing. I mean, I've seen a lot of articles, people they're vaping and it's become an epidemic, but I don't want people to risk it. I certainly don't want to risk it. It's just not something that I'm a fan of. I don't really see how anybody could like it. It's like everyone treats it as an alternative to cigarettes that's supposed to be better, but it really isn't. You're not going to get anywhere by vaping or smoking or doing anything like that.
So the recommendation is don't vape. If you don't vape now, don't start. And if you do vape now, stop.
Good stuff there, guys. If you need more information about the health hazards caused by vaping, see Nurse Deborah in her office.
Sophomores had a pretty cool field trip earlier this week to the annual Teen Maze.
It was a great opportunity for them to learn some very important life lessons.
5-Star News reporters CJ King and Zach Locke caught up with a few of the folks that made the trip and tell us more in this report.
So the Teen Maze happened yesterday, and we had a fantastic time. I'm so super proud of our sophomores. This was probably the best year since I've been over the Teen Maze that we've had. Our sophomores were so well behaved, and they learned so many cool things about the impacts of their choices.
All right, my favorite part of the Teen Maze was probably the car crash thing, because it was pretty cool how they reenacted it, and I thought it was just a learning experience.
One of my favorite situations was the police officers there let some of the students kind of play on this little video game and learn what it feels like when you're texting and driving and how quick and how sudden things can change. So they got to hear speakers talk about things that their choices that they made had a negative impact on their lives. So overall, it was just a great success. And again, I'm so super proud of our sophomores.
Thanks, you guys. Time for a commercial break now.
Yes, but stick around because after the break, we'll find out what some of our football players will be doing this Friday on their bye week.
And we'll have another edition of The Bus Stop. Stay tuned. Sports is next.
Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog is so cute.
What?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Child, we're here to look for an idea.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, here's a good one. Author Jeff Zettner will visit Heritage High School for a second time on September 20th to speak with students.
Ooh.
Does that sound like something we can do?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, what will we do for the actual video part?
We can do another movie scene.
Like what?
The only movie I can think of that's easy is The Shining, but we already did that, so...
We could do a Monty Python skit.
I've never seen Monty Python. Oh, Gone with the Wind.
I've never seen that in my life.
What movie have you seen?
Top Gun, Reservoir Dogs.
I've never seen those. Oh, 12 Angry Men.
Where are the other 10? You know what? I got this. Author Jeff Zettner will visit Heritage High School for a second time on September 20th to speak with students.
What are you doing?
Trust me, okay? I got this. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then you should check it out in the Media Center.
Are you done?
Yes.
Hello everyone and welcome into this Thursday edition of the 5-Star Sports. I'm Jackson Martin.
And I'm Luke Bussey.
We start you off today with a story about long snapping.
Wait a minute, what's a long snapper?
Excellent question. A long snapper is the person who snaps the ball to the punter or holder.
Oh, okay. Here's Preston McDade and Neely Bailey with the story.
Jonathan Washburn, I snap footballs. I also play linebacker. There was a ranking that came out the other day, said I was number 4. That's crazy. I'm glad to see hard work pay off, and looking forward to a good season this year with my team.
Talking about Jonathan Washburn today. Jonathan Washburn's hit quite a milestone for himself and for our team at Heritage High School. He's ranked number 1 in the state of Georgia in long snapping, and number 4 in the nation, I believe. And it's just been a tremendous accomplishment. He's put in a ton of work.
Snapping takes a lot of work. Most of the work goes in the off season. My trainer goes to UGA. His name's Stephen Nixon. I go to a lot of camps in the summer. You know, that's where you get ranked and all that stuff. And I mean, you can't be a good long snapper if you don't work, try, and go to the gym, all that stuff.
Just a true testament to how hard he's worked this off season, how much time he puts in, and
he wants to be great, and he's definitely on his way to that. But not only is he a great long snapper, he's a good linebacker for us, and he's just a sound football player.
Has gone to many camps, flown all over the country, going to the Rubio camps and getting some great work and evaluation at snapping, and he's going to get a lot of attention in this niche that he's in. It's one of those things where you don't think about it until you don't have it. Sometimes it's undervalued, but at the same time, it's a crucial part of the game, and he's a big part of it for us, and looking forward to seeing down the road who he'll be a part of in the future.
Hey Luke, what are you doing this Friday?
I don't know. Since we don't have a football game Friday, I might fight a bear for a contact bar. How about you?
Yeah, that sounds fun. But to combat these bye-week blues, I might have to join you.
Let's send it over to Cade Collins and Jalen Hood and Ryan Haley to see what everyone else is doing.
Well, since the Braves have 3 games until they clinch the division, hopefully that becomes Friday night, because me and my wife are going to go to the Braves game, stay in Atlanta, enjoy a little night out on the town.
Yeah, so I'm certainly looking forward to this Friday night. Everybody loves game weeks, but it's nice to have a Friday night off occasionally, and so I'll be spending time with my wife and spending time with my daughter.
Probably going to go to the LFO Ringgold game. See who wins that, since, we beat both of them. Catoosa County champs. Yeah.
During football season, you don't get to spend a whole lot of time with, for me, my daughter. So we'll do something, probably go out and eat and do something, just kind of mess around a little bit and enjoy some time at home. So not a whole lot, but for me, it's certainly I'm excited about spending some time with them.
This Friday, I'm going to try to take this opportunity to spend time with family. I spend time with my wife, my 2 boys. During football season gets kind of hectic sometimes, and so they have to make sacrifices with me not being there. So, like I said, this Friday and this weekend, I'm just going to go focus on them and then enjoying this time off.
Chill, rest my body. I'm going to see what Ringo and LFO talking about. I know it's going to be a slow game, but I just got nothing else to do. So.
All right, hey guys, this is Coach David Gibson. Question is, what am I going to be doing on this Friday night on an open date for football? Let me think. It's Friday night during the fall. I'm going to go watch me some football!
Thanks, you two, and good job.
Back to the news now. Well, kinda. It's time for our Week 2 5-star fantasy preview.
Last week, Mr. Beckler blew out Aaron Hilliard. Who's squaring off this week?
Not sure, so let's get you over to Brady Hawkins and Cameron Smith for this week's matchup.
This weekend's matchup.
Yeah, in the battle royale between teachers and students in fantasy football, of course the teachers are going to rock, and we're going to do that because I got the first pick, and I picked Aaron Rodgers, and he can sling it pretty awesome. So when he's not doing commercials, but anyway, I got him, and then man, on my second pick, I got a huge pick. Julio Jones from the Falcons, man, he's going to tear it up this year. Just got a new contract. Hope that doesn't mean he's going to suck it up. But anyway, then we got, who do I have? Running back Chris Johnson, maybe? Yeah, I don't know who he is. Hopefully he'll do something. So hopefully we can pick it up and do well.
So Mr. Miller thinks he's going to beat me, but he doesn't know what I got. So my first pick, got Drew Brees. He's going to throw that bad boy down, get a few touchdowns. Second pick, McCaffrey. He's going to run over the Falcons. Third pick, Juju Smith. I don't even have to say anything about that one. Fourth pick, picked up the Bills defense. They're number 1 right now, so.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the second week of 5-Star Fantasy. I'm Cameron Smith.
And I'm Brady Hawkins. And we're going to get you right into this next weekend's matchup. Who do you think really overall has a better team here?
Well, I probably have to go Mr. Miller. He's got Aaron Rodgers. He's got Julio Jones, and those guys always put up monster numbers. What do you think?
I'd have to agree with Coach Miller. I like his picks more, but funny thing is, both people fell for our landmines. Coach Miller fell for Chris Johnson, said he didn't know who he was. not even in the league anymore. And Cody picked Drew Brees, who's going to be out for like 6 weeks, which I thought was pretty funny. So they're going to be relying on their 3 other players, other picks, just to pick up the slack.
Yeah, it's quite ironic. And to be fair, we did throw those guys in there, but it should make it more interesting. And I truly do believe that Mr. Miller will come out with a win this week. But don't be surprised if Cody, comes out strong. McCaffrey is always a good pick.
Yeah, there's no telling what'll happen, but we'll get back to you Tuesday to see who ends up winning.
Looks like a pretty good matchup.
Moving on to entertainment now, and you know what that means.
Yes, it's Thursday, so it's our time for our favorite segment here on the show.
True that. It's time for the bus stop. Take it away, guys.
I'm Luke Bussey, and this is the bus stop. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
I'd probably just stare deeply into their eyes for about 15 seconds, like that. Then I would tell them to just leave me alone, because generally I don't want to be bothered. And then I would finish the last 5 seconds with more intense staring, like soul-crushing staring, just to let them know who's boss.
Gosh, man, I don't know. Follow me on TikTok at Preston1217. I'm gonna be famous one day. That's it, really. I just repeat that for 30 seconds straight because I'm trying to get famous. One of my videos has 2,000. Trying to make it 200,000. So now follow me, Preston1217.
I'd say number 33 on the Heritage High School basketball team sucks toes.
Oh my God. I'd say Cade sucks at basketball and sucks toes.
Okay, if you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
What's up?
Okay. What part of your body needs a little lotion?
I moisturize pretty regularly, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape there.
Probably my hands. My hands are kind of dirty.
My ashy knees, bro. What do you mean? And my elbow sometimes, man. You know, I'm black.
No comment.
A little lotion. I guess my arms. Wait a minute, I'm getting a phone call. Hang on, I'm doing it. I can't go global right now. I'm doing an interview. Okay, that was Japan. They want me to do an interview. It'd be my arms.
What was your favorite childhood cartoon?
I'm going to say Kool-Aid Man, because despite his struggle with obesity, he was breaking through walls, and he had this very contagious, positive attitude. Either that or he was just very angry. Either way, he was very inspirational.
I don't know. I didn't really. SpongeBob, I guess. I didn't really watch TV that much.
Definitely Tom and Jerry or SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob probably.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Yabby dabby doo.
Good job, Luke, and that'll do for this Thursday edition of the 5 Star News.
We'll see you again next Tuesday.
But until then,
Stay classy, Heritage.